Hey booktube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me, it's the first time you're seeing my face. Hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So that's why you're here, because that's what's gonna be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have my TBR for the Romance Takeover Readathon. If you're not familiar with this readathon, this is a readathon that Jen over at the Book Refuge hosts once or twice a year. This is my second time participating in it. I participated in the first one in 2022. It was the Romance Takeover Readathon Light versus Dark edition. This one, however, doesn't really have a theme, but I'm still excited to participate in it regardless. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get talking about the books that are going to consume my next 7 days. Okay, so this readathon takes place from March 6th through March 12th, and it starts March 6th at like 12:01, whatever time zone you're in. And the reason that this video is coming up quite late is because Jackie here can't count. So Jen created some bingo boards for this Takeover Readathon to help kind of give a little bit of a challenge, and she created two. She created one with 16 and one with 9. And I filmed this TBR earlier this morning, and I kept saying 6. And then I looked and I only had 6 prompts when I went to create the actual bingo board and actually build a little structure. So Jackie can't count, apparently. So this is the bingo board that I'm going to be using. I'm using the 9 spotted bingo board. And the prompts that I had to choose from came from these two options. And these include host recommendation, new release, new to you author. We have an over 400-page book prompt. We have disability rep, LGBTQ plus rep, 5-star prediction, novella, which is a book under 200 pages, one sitting, fan fiction, historical romance, dark romance, paranormal, fantasy, contemporary, small town, second chance, next book in a series, backlist, and then bookstagram or book talk hyped book. Those were the options off of the 2 cards that she gave us to choose from. And the bingo board that I created looks like this. The prompts that I decided to go with are new release, host recommendation, new to you author, paranormal, contemporary, small town, next book in a series, novella, and one sitting. So this is what my bingo board looks like. And the books that I will be reading to complete said bingo board are as follows. Now, I only physically own one of these books. So that's the first one I'm going to show you. That is Savage in the Touch by Melana Jackson. This is the first installment of Savage Hordesmate. This will be completing paranormal and probably one sitting, and then also my novella. Those are the ones I for sure know that this one is going to be completing because it's uber short. And I know Jen has read this. I don't know if she recommends it, but I know she has read this. So I might have to go back in her enchilada of videos and see if she actually recommends this one, but I'm not quite for sure if she did or not. And the next books that I'll be reading are these guys, because I don't own the rest of them. They're all on my Kindle. And that is Jacob by Jacqueline Frank. I am reading this for the Nightwalker Readalong, and it does meet some of the prompts in this, so I decided to use it, and it is part of my March TBR. My March TBR was fairly packed this month, so I decided to pull from there as much as I could, and I was able to get a few of those books off it for this TBR, and one of them is this one. This is the first installment to the Nightwalker series, and as far as I know, he is a Nightwalker that falls in love with a chick, and he's not supposed to. That's all I know about this book, but I know it's gonna be meeting paranormal for sure, and it might hit dark romance, maybe, not quite for sure. So yeah, and then the next 3 books are all from the same series, as you can see. This is the Elise Silver series. I think it's called Chestnuts, I think is what it's called. Chestnut Peaks, something like that. I'll write it right here. But I was actually, for my viewer recommendation book that was drawn for the month of March, was actually Heartless by Elise Silver. And Heartless is the sequel to this series. And although I've been told both ways, you can read this book without reading the first one, or you need to read the first one. I've been told both. I thought since I'm doing this readathon, I'm going to do this anyway. So I just threw the whole trilogy on there, and it's meeting a bunch of prompts. So I will be reading Flawless, Heartless, and Powerless by Elise Silver in this week. So I'll be completing the what is currently out series, because I know Powerless just released, I believe, last month, and she's releasing a new one, I think, in like June. So I will be able to complete every single one of my prompts on my bingo board for at least one of these books. We'll be able to meet every single one of them. So I'm really excited about it. I'm nervous because this is a lot of books, but I have a feeling that I know this one's going to read super, super fast. And I think Jacob probably will read really, really fast as well, because it just kind of gives me that vibe that it's one of those fast reads. And Becky also said it was a really fast read. And the other 3 romances, I have been told spectacular things about every single one of them. So I'm really looking forward to all of them. And I'm hoping that I do enjoy them, because I know Heartless I will be doing a full book review on, because it was the viewer recommended book of the month. But that's the only one I've actually looked into of what it's about, and I found out it was about a bull rider, and I was like, what? That's fucking cool as shit. Because if you don't know, I'm from Illinois, and there are bull riders around here, and not that I've ever been bull riding or personally know them, but I do. My FYP page on my TikTok is very much surrounded by bull riders and steer wrestlers, because I have no shame admitting that I like to watch that. If you've not, you should probably go check it out, because it's pretty nice. They wear a lot of tight pants. So, you know, there you go. There's that. But this is my TBR for, the Romance Takeover Readathon. I will link Jen and all of the co-hosts in the down box below, so you guys can check their channels out. And I will also link Becky over at BeckX Reads down below, who is hosting the Nightwalker Readalong, which I'm also reading Jacob for. It's the first installment. There are 6 books in that series, and we are reading 3 of them this month, and I am part of the live show on that one. So I also want to shout that out as well. But that's what I got for you guys today. Sorry it's coming to you so late. Like I said, I filmed this morning, but Jackie apparently doesn't know how to count. You can't. It is what it is, guys. So I will see you guys all soon with another video. Bye.